Welcome back to the baseline, and today we're going to recap the last 2 weeks of the baseball season. We didn't do a recap last week because of Easter and also some personal problems I've been having. But we're back here on every single Monday, and guys, what a fun 2 weeks it has been. First off, let's talk about the New York Mets, the best record in baseball, which is surprising. I don't think I would be sitting uh, here in late April and think the New York Mets have the best record in baseball. Dodgers have been better. The New York Yankees. Now it's the New York Mets who have come together. Lindor has some big moments. P. Alonso is hot and staying hot. Soto is starting to get back to the Soto we know and love. But I expect those guys, right, to get hot sometime soon. If it wasn't now, it'll probably been in May, uh, you know, early June. I was expecting those guys to get hot. Look at that pitching rotation. Clay Holmes, who people have doubted as a starting pitcher, is pitching phenomenal. I think I read somewhere he hasn't allowed a home run this year. The dude they got from the Angels, Canning, his ERA was almost 6 last year. I think it was like 5.17. Right now, it's a little over 3. And this pitching experiment that they've done, they did it last year. It worked for Severino. It worked for Sean Manaea. It's working now for these guys. It's Clay Holmes, who hasn't been the starter since his Pittsburgh days, is like the ace of the staff right now. Canning is like erasing last year. It's like last year never happened. That's what shocks me, and I think they're only going to get better. Sean Manaea is throwing now on flat ground. They also have Frankie Montas, who for me, though, Keep Montas when he comes back. I'll put him in the bullpen. Maybe use him as like a long reliever. Every once in a while, a pitcher doesn't get out of the first, or they don't get out of the second inning. They pitch like an inning and 2/3 or 2 2/3 innings. I would keep him in the bullpen just because you have a great, solid rotation. The Mets are fun to watch. Whether you love them or you hate them, they are fun to watch. And I want to see what they'll do. I know there's reports came out a couple of days ago. They're looking to add another bat. Luis Robert Jr.'s name's come up. I think he'll be phenomenal in that outfield for the Mets. It just makes perfect sense. It really does. Nimmo out in left, Robert in center, and Soto in right. Plus he can hit. It'll be a huge upgrade from Jose Siri, who can only play the outfield. The dude can't. So I would really like to see what they do. I know they sit down Brett Beatty, who's doing okay. McNeil's coming back. I know they're putting McNeil out in the outfield because of Acuna. I think if they did get Robert, McNeil might be the odd man out. I know he's been there, I want to say 8 years with the Mets, maybe more. But I feel like he's the odd man out because Acuna is also doing really well. He's playing well. It's done really good since McNeil's been out. Or maybe they use McNeil as a utility guy. Play a little bit of second base, play a little bit of left, center. Keep him on. I believe he's got like 2 years left on his contract. But it's a good team. They're not a mixture of the old and new players. They have veteran leadership like Lindor, like Manaea, and then they have the youngsters like Acuna. It's a lot of mixtures, which I like to see. And I believe the Mets are only going to get better from here. They're definitely going to be in the playoffs. Now, as to where they finish in the division, I think might be first place. Every other team in that division, they look terrible. Even though the Braves have been on a winning streak, I think they've won 6 out of the last 7 games. So they might be getting that build up, but they lost Spencer Strider again for a couple of weeks. He's on the 15-day IL. Something with his hand. I know Acuna is supposed to be coming back mid-May. Ronald Acuna. But, I mean, Chris Sale, the last couple of starts, really hasn't been good. I think he's only gotten to, like, the 3rd inning or so. They're kind of a mess right now. The Phillies broke a 7-game losing streak. I mean, we'll see if they get on pace. I know they need stuff. Their names have come out on trade rumors. Again, Robert, his name has come up. Even Nolan Arenado, which I'm iffy about him, just because, one, what do you do with Alec Bohm? And if you keep Bohm and move Arenado to first to move Harper back into the outfield, well, now what do you do with Nick Castellanos? There's a lot of questions with that trade. I was talking to Al off the pod a couple days ago, and he said the same thing. It's just that to trade Arenado makes no sense unless you're getting rid of Bohm. I know Castellanos has history of playing third base, but can he play third base? I don't know. That trade makes no sense to me. I know Arenado's name's been bouncing around, but we'll get to him in a minute. But yeah, the Phillies, I think they might start to get hot. There's only 1 month. They're also in second place. They have nothing left to lose. And I think they'll get there. I think it might, unless Atlanta gets hot, I think it might be a 2-team race. We'll have to see. But right now, the Mets Best record in all of baseball. Gotta give them props. Another name that's been doing very, very well, Fernando Tatis Jr. I think, honestly, might be putting his name for NL MVP. I agree with everything he's done. He's hitting the ball well. He's batting phenomenal. He gets that lineup going. It's like he's been here for 10 years, you know? And I understand the whole, he got caught with stuff, but he's been playing really, really well. He's got to have at least some MVP votes. If he doesn't win the MVP, he's got to at least get some votes in. Along with amongst some other guys who I think deserve it as well. But I'll get to them in a minute. But yeah, Tatis been phenomenal for these San Diego Padres. Again, they're playing some good baseball as well. I'd love to see them do something. Get something going. I know Bogarts is like on a 33 uh, home run drought. He hasn't hit a home run in a very long time. But he's not a home run guy. But get him going. Machado's actually been doing very well. I might actually say he might be a sneaky pick for an MVP if he continues to bat the way he does. But he's been, like, every time you watch a Padres highlight, you hear those two names. Exactly. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis. They've been playing very great baseball. And they're in second place behind the San Francisco Giants of all teams. Again, it's been, Dodger City and for that division. The Dodgers have always got away, but now it's the Giants are hot. Padres are hot, as I was mentioning. This might be a good division towards the end of the year. Again, I know I don't want to write anyone off because it's still early. We've only played 1 month. But I also like to throw in the what if. What if San Diego keeps playing like this? Same thing with the Giants. I'm just throwing it out there. Not to throw the Dodgers under the bus. Not to be a Dodger hater. Because I like watching the Dodgers. It was fun. They are fun to watch. It's just I want to play that what if card. So we'll see how that does. Another guy who's been playing very well, Kyle Tucker and crow-Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs. They've been playing really well as well. I don't know what's gotten in with the Cubs recently, but they've been playing phenomenal. 17-11 as of right now. I would really think the team that they've put together really does have a legitimate shot. They do. So, but back to Kyle Tucker and Pete crow-Armstrong. Um, let's see how they're doing. I know first for Pete crow-Armstrong, 285, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, 12 stolen bases for Pete Crow-Armstrong. Let's see, his last 15 games, he's 22-60 with 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. I think this is a steal for the Cubs. Because let's not forget, he was originally drafted by the New York Mets. And then he was flipped to the Cubs for Javier Baez. Yeah, I don't think I don't think the Mets thought that one out. But yeah, the Cubs got their guy. They got the future. Kind of really hope they also extend um, Kyle Tucker. He's a perfect fit for that. He's batting a little over 300 with 7 home runs right now. I will throw his name into the MVP race. Um, yeah, he's been he's been very well, and I said I think those him, Tatis, and Machado right now will probably be my picks for the MVP. Because they all just been playing great baseball. I'm sorry. The back to the San Diego Padres. They are actually tied for second with the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are, like I said, they're just up and down. Um, the Dodgers right now. Um, but yeah, we'll see what they could do later on in the season. Same thing with the Phillies. Um, who else do I want to talk about real quick? Oh, the A's have a phenomenal young core. I love them dearly. Holy cow, this team is fun to watch. And 2 guys that I've been watching, Tyler Strom, I think. 298, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's been playing very well. Uh, I think he was. I think he's still leading the AL in home runs, which is crazy because again, hey, Aaron Judge exists. Yeah, let's see. He leads. Oh, he's second behind Kyle Riley of the Seattle Mariners. Um, but he's been playing phenomenal, and so is this Jacob Wilson guy. I don't know where the heck he came from. He's batting over 300. He's got 2 walks. Like that shocks me. He's got 2 walks in the whole season. Before those 2 walks, and I was reading an article, he's never got a 3-0 count, 3-2 count. He just hits. Definitely the A's gotta keep this young core around. They gotta keep them alive. They've been doing very well. Everyone that I've been talking about, they're young. All these guys are young and they're fun and they're gonna have a hell of a future. anytime, like I said, you watch a Padres game or highlights, Fernando Tatis Jr. does something. You watch crow-Armstrong. He's doing something for the Cubs. You have, the Pirates. Let's go. O'Neal Cruz, who's, I think, in this week, um, who this week was like, hit four leadoff home runs. The young guys are really raking right now, and I love to see it. Yes, I like the veteran guys. I'm old school, even though I'm young. I'm 27. I still respect the Verlanders and the Trouts and the Harpers. But I also like to watch O'Neal Cruz, crow-Armstrong, Tatis. They're bringing something, of this, of this baseball, and they're not gonna go anywhere. But they're very fun to watch, and they're definitely the future of baseball. Like, if we took out Otani and we took out Judge, well, I think Tatis and Armstrong might be the face of the NL. And they might, and they're probably in the face of baseball, really. Behind, one another. Like, you can pick whoever. That might be like a little overstatement, because I know they had like a couple years here in the big leagues. But sooner or later, they will become the face of baseball. Just because they're in that moment, which you want to see. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I just want to highlight those guys and just highlight how these guys been playing over the last couple of weeks. Let me know what you guys think. What is your who has caught your eye? Who has catched who have you been watching over? Maybe there's a specific team you guys have been going on and watching. Yeah, let me know. And if you haven't watched the last two pods, go check them out. As we did the 20 greatest starting pitchers of all time. We're creating now. That was a lot of fun. Part 1 and Part 2 are up. I will also put them in the link in the description so you guys could just click on this video and watch. And yeah, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you do comment, I will get back to you as well. And yeah, I'll see you all next Monday. And right now, I will see you all in the next one.